man, we've got a hot topic today. Sex, movies, and the media. Yeah, I've been living for a little bit, and I've watched how the media and movies have really moved us into a promiscuous lifestyle. Hey, this is Cliff Briscoe. I am so glad that you've tuned in. If you haven't come yet, Rapha Prayer and Healing Center is right here for you. If you need healing emotionally, spiritually, physically, we're open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4, and Tuesday and Thursday nights from 6 to 8. Come get prayer. God will set you free. But let's talk a minute about sex, movies, and the media. You know, when I was growing up, they had a sitcom called the Dick Van Dyke Show. And I remember as a kid watching that, and when he would go to bed and his wife would go to bed, he had a bed and she had a bed. They both had single beds. They didn't even show them on television sleeping in the same bed. That was where we were when I was growing up, that you didn't want to give any overtones of, oh, that's, they might be having sex or something. And so they were that careful about it. And then I can remember when eventually they had, like regular sitcoms where the man and the woman were in bed and you're going, oh, look at that. And then before you know it, they're showing them starting to have sex. Didn't see them doing it, but they're and when I was a kid growing up, you might have a love scene where the two people are kissing and then it would black out and you would never know for sure what happened. As a kid, I'm just thinking, well, I guess they just kissed. And then later on, you're thinking, well, maybe they did more than that. But anyway, you didn't see it. But slowly, they started programming us that this is okay. And then you had people in bed. And I remember the first time I went to a movie, it was a Clint Eastwood movie. I'm a teenager. I'm watching this movie, and it's Dirty Harry, I think, and he's talking to this woman. All of a sudden, he reaches out, he grabs her breast with his hand and squeezes it. And I remember I'd never seen anything like that on the screen. What? And so it was an introduction. And before you knew it, they were seducing us into believing that it was okay. And then you had them actually having sex in movies. And then they started the homosexual thing, just a little bit here and then a little bit there and then get a little bit more, a little bit longer. And a little bit more, and pull it back. And before long, it's just ingrained into our society. It's ingrained into the media. The media now says it's okay. You never hardly ever see a movie where people are having sex and they're married. They're never hardly ever married. It's people outside of marriage that do it. Well, I've gone over time. I think you get what I'm saying. We have been seduced. See you tomorrow.